This video is sponsored by the hundreds of you who have booked your Airbnb experience using our link in the description.
Whether you're planning a staycation or a week abroad, Airbnb is the perfect way to feel at home no matter where you are.
Save money on your first Airbnb booking. Click the link below and you help support the Way Away. Way fam from Cochem in Germany. I'm Josh.
And I'm Ashley, and this is Laura. We didn't practice that at all.
No.
Welcome to the Way Away. If you guys are interested in European travel, definitely hit subscribe and that little bell so you can follow our adventures. We are in Germany currently, but we will be moving around Europe very soon. We went into the town of Cochem and we decided to make a little picnic so that we can come and enjoy the view of the town before we go into it and explore it really. So we went to a mustard factory. What is it called? A mustard mill? Yeah. And tried a bunch of different mustards and then got to pick our own little mustard that we wanted with our dog. So everyone has a different mustard. And then we went into a wine shop and saw she was baking some French rolls. Ordered those, and then we also got a bottle of wine. We don't have glasses, so we'll be sharing that, you know, through the neck of the bottle. Real classy like, but it is absolutely beautiful and we're really hungry, so I'm ready to dig in.
This town is lovely, if not very touristic, so just know what you're getting into. It is a beautiful German town here on the Mosel River. Great place for wine as well as drinks and food, but it is very, very touristic, which is fine if you know what you're getting into. So just come, explore, have a little bit of a fun day, buy some stuff, shop around, and see the castle, which is where we're headed now. So there is no parking available near the castle, at least not for guests, but there is a shuttle that comes up. We decided to walk up, and it is definitely a walk. We just ate those bratwurst and those rolls and drank that wine, and I'm breathing heavy. So just take your time. It's taken us about 30 minutes so far. We're almost to the top, and we crossed the bridge, walked through the town, went up. So it's a bit of a walk.
We've climbed up the mountain to the castle. Reichsburg is what it's called here in Cochem, and we paid €6 a piece to do a tour. We showed up a little early because on in a half an hour, like at 3:30 or 2:30, they have English-speaking tours. They also do tours in German if you're interested in having it in German. We don't understand German and are not good at German, so the English tour was what we wanted to do, and it starts in just a few minutes. The only way of getting into this castle is by doing a guided tour. So if you're interested in seeing the inside, then you definitely have to buy a ticket because you can't walk the grounds without it.
The last time we were here, we took this tour in German, so we didn't get all the facts right, but we just learned that some of the castles still survive, and there is a fresco or something to that effect of St. Peter from the medieval times. This castle was built in around 1000 AD. And then around 1689, it was ruined by French troops. Louis XIV, I believe, sent troops here. And then it lay in ruin for like 200 years before like a wealthy iron magnate or whatever from Germany bought it, built it back up, and then it was handed over to the Reich because they couldn't afford the taxes and all that. And now the city of Cochem owns it and they maintain it and they do the whole thing. recently restored last year fully. The paintings were just redone in the original style from the 16th century or so. And these stained glass windows behind me were restored in the 80s because they had been blown out due to pressure wave blasts during World War II, presumably from bombs being dropped nearby.
In this room there are two hidden doorways, one that goes upstairs to 4 different bedrooms and the other that supposedly went down to the marketplace. It was like a hidden stairwell to get out of the castle.
Some collection steins from a monastery not too far away. Each of them are quite large, but the daily allowance for the monks was 5 liters of wine. And of course the wine was drank to avoid getting sick from pure water, which really wasn't pure. It was quite dirty and full of bacteria, but the alcohol in the wine killed it off.
Castles are such a unique thing, something that we don't have in the US. So every time we get a chance to come to a castle, it's like so exciting and so fairy tale to me. Like just the thought of people living in a castle, even though I know that's so unrealistic because most of the time when people live in castles, they were freaking cold. They didn't have heating other than fires, which means a lot of work building fires and keeping them going. So I understand that it was not as luxurious as they make it seem in Disney. But just look how beautiful it is. It's so beautiful. Yeah, I think I'd rather just keep the fantasy.
The tour is about 40 minutes long, not too long, not too short. There's not a ton of actual information for the castle because it's been rebuilt and sort of rebirthed. But the story is that it was rebuilt out of just destruction, and it's really cool because it's so eclectic. There's pieces from so many different time periods and centuries all throughout the castle. Definitely something to come check out.
A common mascot of this castle is this little character right behind me. It kind of looks like, what would you say?
Kermit.
A frog, right? But we learned while on the tour that it is not a frog, but indeed a lion, which, you know, represents like strength and power. It's a lion that has a knight's hat in it, which makes him even cooler and stronger than just a normal lion, obviously.
Yes.
So, you know, everybody would be afraid of this castle because their lion is a freaking knight. Cool.
Even if for some reason you find yourself not wanting to pay the €6 for the guided tour, just know that there is a lovely view from up here. Well worth the walk. The ticket price is $6.90 per person for a round trip, so it's about €20 for all 3 of us. We're gonna head to the top. That was a really, really fun day. And the funny thing is we've actually been to that castle before, but this is the first time that we were able to experience it in English and like learn all the little facts.
Yeah, I really, really love the town of Cochem. It is touristic, like Josh was saying, so just knowing that it's that way when you go there, but it is beautiful and so unique with the castle
Yeah.
up on the hill overlooking the town. I really, really like it. And there are so many other little towns along the way that are just so beautiful.
I was just gonna say, if you are able to rent a car like we did and stay at an Airbnb and then go around to different towns, super worth it to be able to just stop wherever you want. In fact, we snuck off and had dinner off camera and it was gorgeous. The sun going down, Mosel in front of us.
Around 4 or 5 p.m. at night, it seems that everyone goes home. People get back on their tour buses or just leave the town. So then you end up with the towns all to yourself.
Yeah, super worth it. So anyways, we're gonna continue our exploration of the Mosel region and maybe see some different castles and towns. So Wayfam, I hope we encouraged you to get out there and travel today. Come to Germany, we really do like it here.
Yeah.
And we'll see you in the next video.
Auf Wiedersehen. Good Nacht.
Good Nacht. Oh man. A huge shout out to all of our patrons who helped make this video possible. If you want to follow more, go to Instagram at WayAwayMag. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And don't forget to check out our second channel, Way More, if you want to see way more from us.